Amulet Titan versus Jund. This will be a good one. As we wait for the players. Sorry, Strong. Yeah, that's why I have them both up, just in case people, aren't familiar with the new one. At least they get to watch the games that way. Like, nobody's on. No one's chatting at all. What's going on with this? Yep. That does happen. No stream avatars here, though. You know what? I am a big fan of. I want to be a Gloister. I'm a big fan of stream avatars. I get that going every time I stream. But because this isn't my regular channel, I figured people don't want to see Pokemon running across the bottom of the screen all the time. It might distract from the game. Or maybe highlight the game more, because everyone's like, man, I get to be a Pokemon. Wrong, yes. Maybe we'll try it out a few times this season and see what people think. That's true. Hashtag Nan is always wrong. Alright, let's get it going. Stomping the ground, and that will be tapped so he can pass on over. Dark Confidant is played. We also got to see the Sakura Tribe Scout come out. You can play... you can put a land from your hand onto the battlefield. I can get behind that hashtag. Thanks, guys. So Amulet of Vigor comes out. Hey, let's start getting some more mana going. We'll return Forest to my hand. Ancient Stirring's going. See what we can find. So he's going to make Robert sack a creature. So Robert's going to put a land into play. Says, hey, look at this nice this nice forest I got. Here's 2 points of damage. And that is our Slayer's Stronghold coming down. Dark Confidant reveals Tarmogoyf. Andrew can drop 17. I don't remember what he revealed off the first one. All basics all the time. Uptick Lily. What do we got? Alright, done eating, guys. You got my full attention again. Scoos and Goyf comes out. $16 all. Assuming my math is right. What edition is that swamp? Paul, I'm not sure. It looks familiar, but I don't know. Maybe Jeremy might be able to tell us because he's the lands guy. Alright, there's a bolt revealed. Andrew will drop to 15. Card advantage off of Dark Confidant. It's pretty crazy sometimes. So at the very top of the screen, underneath of our logo, there is a Liliana of the Veil, just for everyone to know. Maybe Onslaught? I don't know. discards the bolt here. Increasing Tarmogoyf size. Nope. Is it Bloodbraid Elf time? That's what time it is. Oh, there's a Lily. He says, nah, I'm good. I don't need that one. Alright, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points of damage coming across. Now, does Robert just go off and kill him here? Like, he's doing some math, checking things out. He does have an amulet down here at the bottom of the screen. Clary West. Trigger. Here's a prime time. Find 2 lands. Ooh, things are looking tough, guys. If Andrew is at 15 right now, so Slayer Stronghold, if he's able to get the right mana to be able to cast this and use it and everything like that, gives it +2/+0 and vigilance and haste. Sunhome gets the creature double strike, so that would be enough, but looks like he's looking at his mana, looking at what lands he has on the field, and things aren't looking that great. So he says, okay, if I get the prime time out, if I'm able to make a plant token, if I'm able to kind of set myself up, next turn's going to be a doozy of a turn. So you're going to make 2 plants? Freebie, free land off of it. Now, Lily's, again, still up on the top, so, you know, have to be aware of that. So getting the plant was really important here, because if Andrew just says, okay, -2, kill your dude, he has a way to stop that. Okay. He says, go get a land. Assassin's Trophy. And Robert's going to scoop it up there. Saying, okay, yeah, I get it. I see what you're doing. Make me sack creature, swing in, all that good stuff. Let's go to sideboards here. Game 2 coming up, guys. Andrew Burns takes game number 1 against Amulet Titan. Dark Confidant, pretty good for that card advantage. Sideboard time. It's like Robert grabbing a couple of goodies here. what decks has everyone been playing lately in Modern? I got back into the infect side of things, so I've been back to doing infecting stuff. At least last week I was. All right, let's get things going. Game number 2. Amulet, Titan, and Mardu Pyromancer. Those are fun decks. All right, speaking of Amulet, we've got our first one hitting the board here. The field, if you will. Inquisition says, hey, I got these 4 lovely lands. Took whatever that mystery card, Robert already threw it in the graveyard, it looks like. Nice guy, Robert, keeping his hand revealed there. Says, I don't care. You don't have to worry about writing it down. It's here. Here's my 4 lands. Gemstone Cavern. Oh, Dark Confidant already coming out. Let the card advantage begin. Robert going through deciding which land to play. Float a green, we're going to say. Must have floated a blue, maybe? Walking Ballista gets added to the hand here. Freebie off of Dark Confidant. Gets the lands. Here's the beats, 2 more. Andrew going to fetch, drops himself to 17. He's always very conservative with his fetching and grabs basics before anything else. Which I'm the opposite. I'm very aggressive with my fetching. Scoos comes out. So at this point in time, Robert's kind of trying to assemble something, right? He had all these lands initially, but he was able to find the Walking Ballista. But now it's a matter of being able to get the Walking Ballista out and make sure it matters. Assembling enough pieces on the board of his lands to make something happen. And here's a 2/2, a Walking Ballista. He says, yeah, I'll just shoot that for 1. Slow down your card advantage. Bolt that. Alright, shoot you. You'll go to 16. Oop. 16, not 1. But there is now a creature in the graveyard, so Scoos can get bigger, life can be gained. You're just going to go to 15 as well here. Bloodbraid Elf, Fatal Push. Let's tuck that to the bottom. Here's 5 points of damage. Here's the Ancient Stirrings. Let's find something good, shall we? Untap, return this. Four mana. Another Walking Ballista. This time for 1. Oh, thank you. Ron's keeping me honest. See, I knew I was going to miss some tonight. I'm doing my best, guys, but you guys help keep me honest. Raz out there saying, hey, our Jund player's at 13. He fetched for stomping and it was untapped. He needed it to help him cast that Bloodbraid last turn. So Inquisition's going to come down and say, let me see what you got. And here are 4 lands. 3 lands and the Primetime hiding over on the left there. But Inquisition only lets him take a non-land with converted mana cost 3 or less. So Primetime is safe. Verdant. Move to combat. Here's 5 again. Declare blockers. you can gain a life, or I will gain a life and go to 14. I'll gain another life, go to 15. Keep eating things with scavenging ooze, then fetch back down to 14. I think he shocked as well, actually. So he should be at 13 again. That's shock. Gain 3, stays at 13. So I think all that was just a big elaborate way for him to stay at 13, guys. But he's coming at him for 8 damage. Cast Summoner's Pact. Let's go find something green, shall we? Ooh, that Hornet Queen. It's a good way to get some blockers out. For those that don't know, Hornet Queen is a flying Death Touch 2/2. And gets to put 4 1/1 green insect tokens with Death Touch. So, really good way to do it. Again, we have that handy dandy card bot again. So if you are watching at home and don't know the cards, exclamation card and the card's name, we'll pull it up in chat for you. So there's the Blood Braid into Assassin's Trophy. Tough spot because all these things have Death Touch. Right? So you start trying to be aggressive, you're just going to be met with a wall. It is Vesuva down at the bottom. It is a copy of Simic Growth Chamber. It says, let's destroy this. Ooh. Destroy one of the lands. Help mess with him for his pack triggers and everything. Tricky. Yeah, exactly. Like you're. I think that was Andrew's line too. Of I want to try to keep you off of pack of negate or pack not pack summoner's pack to mess with you because of the cost next turn for it. But we know that he's got that for us lying around. Another Scoos comes out, and there's the pass. It says, all right, here's me paying my pack trigger. That's true. Does make him totally tap out. Doesn't really have any way to kind of mess with that. And we do see another amulet get thrown down. So there are 2 amulets there down at the bottom. Andrew feeling like forcing the issue here. Clearing up some of the blockers. Just deciding best way to assign blockers there. And we'll lay down 3 tokens and they'll trade for 3 of the dudes that Andrew's got. Clean up another token with Fatal Push. Eat some more. Yeah, Walking Ballista's going to go down. Andrew going to be back up to 14. Lot to eat. Goes back up to 15. Oop, not 115. And then we'll go back up to 16. It looks like trying to eat more creatures here. 8/8's pretty scary, but when you're facing down that the Death Touch, it's not as scary. He does have a prime time in his hand. That seems to be where his next step is. And with 2 amulets, things can get pretty dicey here. Alright, time to get the fun lands. That was our Slayer's Stronghold, the one that gives it +2/+0, Vigilance, and Haste. Float. Combat. Triggers. Okay, playing with the lands again, trying to get the best, most optimal way to do it, and says, okay, I'm coming at you. First strike damage. Your 8/8 is cool, but guess what? Mine is cooler. So that is Robert there. So the first strike damage came through, killed the Scoos. Andrew had nothing left. Took his turn and couldn't really get there. Yeah, short a green mana there. That's the thing. It's like, just maybe if he had that one last green mana, makes it a little bit bigger, and things don't go so well for Robert there. But that's also the power of the Primeval Titan, and the reason why this deck, even after banning Summer Bloom, the deck is still a powerful deck. Yep, would have traded otherwise, exactly. So, you know, and Andrew probably would have been feeling pretty good if that was the case. Sunhome, Fortress of the Legion, and Slayer Stronghold, getting it done with that combination 1/2 punch that the Amulet Titan deck can do, giving a creature double strike, vigilance, haste, and +2. Some powerful stuff. Powerful stuff. So we're going to be going into Game 3, our first Game 3 of Season number 10. So discussion in chat right now is, you know, if he did no blocks, he could have done that. Tried to hope for removal off the top kind of thing, but because of that double strike, it pushed him over the edge there, right? Becoming an 8/6 double strike, so that means he did that first strike damage, enough to kill the Scoos there. You know, that's why like the deck is powerful. Having an 8/6 double strike vigilance hasted guy, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's hard to remember sometimes because like those lands did so much, right? It's like, oh, it gives +2/+0, it gives vigilance, it gives haste, right? Only for a red and a white. That's it, to give all that to that one creature. The other one you got to pay 4 at least, and that creature gains double strike. But still, it's some powerful stuff. And why the deck can be so explosive and powerful. And when it had Summer Bloom, people would keep these one land hands, right, and get there. Like I saw somebody on stream in a tournament keep a no land hand and get there. Like, what? All right, let's get it going, guys. Game 3. Yeah, that's the thing too. I've been seeing people run the teetering repeats. I forgot to ask Robert if he started running it in his list or not. Ancient Grudge going to come out there, clear the way, and the thing about the Amulet Titan deck, like, it feels so different when you do or don't have Amulet Titan out. Or Amulet of Vigor out. So, let's make a plant. Ancient Stirring's going to reveal the Bojuka Bog, which will help clear the way of any sort of graveyard shenanigans that Andrew might try to do, right? He wants to rely on cards in the graveyard for the Tarmogoyf, for some of the stuff like right there. The Ancient Grudge is in there for the flashback. So here's my 1/1. It says, I will bolt your 1/1. He says, well, I will gut shot you with it. How about that? Putting Andrew at 18. And he will fetch down to 17. Inquisition's going to reveal a bunch of big dudes that he cannot take. Now Robert kind of navigating his way through what lands to play. Because again, things get weird when you don't have Amulet. So he's kind of going back and forth. Okay, which one do I want to return? Which one will benefit me the most here? Do I want the Bojuka or do I want another plant right now? And he says, I think Bojuka, things are progressing to, you might get a Goyf soon, so if I can make him super weak, it'll make a big difference. Well, you might know this question. Somebody in chat was asking earlier what edition those swamps are that Andrew runs. And look at that, there's the Goyf. We see Bloodbraid Elf going to bring out the Goyf, and Robert just going to immediately jump in the way of that 3/2 hasted Bloodbraid Elf. Bojuka Bog was a 5/6, and now he's not. Oh no, he's a 3/4. Did he not? Oh, he got rid of his own stuff. Oh, because there was other artifacts and things like that in there. That makes sense. Inquisition. It says, well, I got Pact, and I got a Prime Time. Sigarda, Hornet Queen. He's a 3/4. Here's 3, so I'm going to come at you for 6. Odyssey, okay. Thank you. Drops Robert to 14. Odyssey is the addition for those lovely swamps. I don't remember who was asking earlier. Paul was. So, Paul, if you're still here hanging out, Odyssey was the addition. Oh, that's sweet. They're cool looking swamps, that's for sure. Okay, some land manipulation going on. Here we go, 6 more. Dropping Robert down to 8. Here's a blocker coming out. Look at this nice plant. 2, 4, 5, and 6. Prime time. Let's get 2 more lands. And now 2 blockers to kind of get in the way. But Andrew has 2 cards in hand, so could be some removal. Vesuva comes out, makes a copy of the plant. We also see that radiant fountain coming out, so he's going to gain some life. Believe he gains 2 off of it. Terminate's going to clear up the prime time, though. Alright, Goyf has jumped up to a 4-5, and here's 3-2 coming out. Yes, I believe that's turns for them. Yep, they are in turns now. We got rid of the clock for the stream, but they're nice enough to keep track down at the bottom there and let us know we are in turn 2 right now. So all of the blockers are out of the way now. So trying to get out the Hornet Queen makes sense. So you have guys that prevent Andrew from being able to swing in. But I don't know what other 2 cards that Robert has hiding right now. There's the Hornet Queen coming on out, bringing out all of her little insect friends. Where are Andrew's fulminators, right? That's a good question. Andrew's kind of held up here. He essentially has 2 turns to kill Robert. But if he doesn't have a Maelstrom Pulse or something like that to help clear the way, it's going to make it really difficult. Like, even if he's like, alright, here's a Lily or something, sack, do something like that, but this is just sort of saying, hey, not looking so good, let's trade off, clear the way a little bit. Hey, there we go. There's Fulminator. A little late to the party, but still here. Seeing some sideboard stuff now. We did get to see Lily game 1. She did come up game 1 and made a difference because there was a lot of that edict, let's discard initially. It was just kind of tucked very top of the screen and very hard to see. But yeah, we didn't see it at all game 2, which would have made a difference. And game 3 right now hasn't shown up. And we got another prime time. Ooh. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you were able to get Lily down early, things get really difficult. Cavern of Souls. Naming bananas. Doesn't matter. Go to turns. There's the draw. Turn 5. Nobody wins. Whew. Well, round 2 ends in a draw. Only fitting that that would happen from time to time, I guess. And our chat always just gets reset. I don't know. I don't know what that's about, guys. Try to keep our chat up to date, and our chat is not having it. It's just saying, no, I don't want any part of it. I want nothing to do with it. But GG indeed. Close game. Could have gone either way. Sideboard stuff showing up a little bit earlier could have made a difference there, but did not, sadly. That's how it goes sometimes. So we are halfway there because there's only 4 rounds tonight. Yes, this is a wall of play mats. In our new house, we decided, yes, they are nailed to the wall with little nail tacks or whatever, because, you know, they're play mats. Why not? There we go. You guys can see the wall a little bit. So, yep, all play matted up, nailed to the wall, because I have so many play mats from going and playing in so many different tournaments. And the main ones that I use, I keep in my bag. So the rest of them can be on display and behind me when I'm playing and stuff like that and streaming. So we've got 2 more rounds. Again, if you guys are tuning in and have not felt like following the stream before, hopefully you will consider following now, since we are going to be setting up and doing this every week there. You know, yeah, I like the staggered. That's what I was like. That was the problem, right? Replace your carpet with them. That was the problem I was running into, is like how to set it up, because the light switch was right there, and I have so many play mats and stuff, and so yeah. Replace the carpet with it. Yeah, I don't think my wife would be too happy if I'm just like completely wallpaper this room and the floor and everything else, and it'll just be completely magic, you know, from head to toe with it. But no, it's so again, consider following if you haven't yet. We're going to be going 10 weeks long of this season, every Monday 6:30 p.m. Eastern. We are setting that up. I'm going to start doing the Amazon Prime pitch leading up to it, because I believe it resets coming up on the 4th, I believe. Let me see. 8th. The 8th of February is when those Prime subscriptions refresh, so that Friday. So, considering if you don't want to subscribe, but you have that Prime for next month, definitely is a good way to help show your support for the stream. But let's hop over and get going for round number 3, guys.